Today on Let's Wine a Little. All tequilas are mezcal, but not all mezcal are tequila. We are continuing our time in Cozumel, Mexico, one of the most popular and busiest cruise ports. We are searching for mezcal, that smoky spirit that has a flavor so many would enjoy on an average day. Join me as I discover a shop leading the way in creating artisanal mezcal. We'll also dig deeper into the history of mezcal, and there's a recipe that we know you will enjoy. All of that and more on today's episode of Let's Wine a Little. The old adage goes, all tequila is mezcal, but not all mezcal is tequila. This is because while tequila can only come from blue agave in designated appellations, mezcal can be made from any agave or produced in many regions of Mexico. Nicknamed the elixir of the gods, this artisanal spirit has been crafted the same way for hundreds of years. Agave piñas are cooked for days in traditional underground ovens, creating a smokier profile than tequilas. The cooked piñas are crushed into a mash, which ferments in large vats anywhere from a couple weeks to a month. Finally, the mezcal is usually distilled twice in copper or clay stills, producing a rustic spirit with a tantalizing, smoky backbone. Of course, tequila must come from the blue agave plant. Mezcal, however, can come from one of dozens of agave species and doesn't need to be produced in a designated tequila appellation. Mezcal production is also more of an artisanal practice, not unlike craft distillation or craft brewing, and is based on traditions that date back hundreds of years. Production is similar to tequila with a few distinctions. While the piñas for tequila are cooked in large ovens or pressure cooked, piñas for mezcal are cooked in traditional underground ovens over a number of days, which gives mezcal a smokier profile than tequila. The piñas are then removed from the ovens, crushed, and then the mash is fermented in large vats for anywhere from a couple of weeks to about a month. The final product is most often twice distilled in a copper or clay still. The final product is a rustic spirit with a smoky backbone. It's typically served straight and is best enjoyed by sipping. Hey, it's G and I am here in Cozumel, Mexico, where we are going to dip into more about tequila, mezcal, and all the fun things. And what better place to do it than Mexico? Let's get ready for a fun Let's Wine a Little.
Tequila tasting, welcome.
There's a tequila tasting?
Tequila flavor is straight.
Okay.
Healthy.
Okay.
A lot of limon.
I wouldn't mind trying this mezcal.
I got mango, passion fruit, melon,
Oh, wow.
mandarin, coffee, pineapple, guava.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow.
Passion fruit.
Ooh, there's a passion fruit?
Yes.
Really?
Mandarin, coconut water.
Can I taste it? Can I taste the passion fruit?
Yes. Why no?
You can have a seat, Mr. Jack, if you like. Is that a spider thing? What is that?
Spider or tarantula?
Tarantula?
I like this. How'd you come over there?
The young lady who did it, she just does it freely and based on energy.
So you didn't see it somewhere and had it made or had it done? You didn't see it somewhere?
That's just where it done. So she did this part, and then she did this part.
Yeah, I like that. That goes together.
Natural,
You should try this.
natural, all natural. No chin chang chong. This one you can drink with ice or frozen. Frozen you do it. Mucho bueno. Esta tipo de naranjas.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one's really so good.
The mango, the pineapple is good too.
Can I try this mezcal?
Yes. Which one? You want to try the tarantula?
Does it change the flavor of anything?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll try with the tarantula. Now, why is the tarantula put in there?
For the paint.
Take your brother-in-law bottle back. Your brother-in-law bottle back.
You know what? Should we give him a bottle? You think he'd appreciate it? That's interesting.
This is the tarantula. You see with my mother house?
What is that?
It's like snake.
I don't think I was expecting that.
Because they cook it in the ground. And no hot process. The process is not made by any machine. All the plants, we got 47 plants we use it for making mezcal. So the tequila, the only one plant, blue agave. So this is started before the tequila, the mezcal. 400 or 500 years ago before the tequila. My ancestors they started with mezcal.
Listen, this is mezcal too?
This is mezcal.
Okay.
They got only 12% alcohol. And this one is really heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that.
So actually, like you drink now, that one they drink by a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
don't do a shot. This one never do a shot. Because if you do a shot, 3 shots you're gonna be in the floor.
I can see it. I'm feeling it. I'm like, okay.
No, this one with 3 shots you feel very warm, but it's straight like that. You feel warm, feel strong. But with the tequila, no, you can have a 3 shots and you're gonna feel relaxed. Because that part we got my tequila. This part This is all tequila flavor, but it's all part. We have with the green one is to make it with wheat.
Change the flavor.
You want to try?
Yes.
This is a good stuff.
Trying to figure out why it's in there. Now, why is it green?
Because the plant is green.
He's like, it's green. Hello?
You hear about when the street when people offer you want the green O, the green O? That's why it's called green. No gringo. Green O.
Green O.
There you go. Keep it up, and then you're gonna feel it. Steve, a little time to go around.
Yeah, not as smoky as this one. Yeah. It's light. Still very good.
Cannabis. This one you get alcohol.
Oh! Oh, that's a little something different.
What?
That's why you get the alcohol, the mezcal, and the wheat together. So this one totally before I put the plant inside, but a lot of people they return the bottles because they can left to take on the ship. Some they say back in the States they don't it's allowed to get it like stuff. That's why we make it wheat.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. Probably should have read the label.
And I have in that size bottle, and I have the small size.
So how much are your bottles? Is large size? How much?
This one 260.
Okay, and small bottle.
The small bottle 130.
That's interesting. Wow.
The passion fruit
Feels
is
like it with passion fruit.
no, it's totally different because you feel actually they don't make for sugar. We do it by honey, agave honey. So it's why they don't have sugar.
Whoops.
The boss is there. Yeah. No, but the passion fruit honey, delicious. You can have it in the afternoon, not get in the jars, drinking.
Now, this one, you remember your brother said you think he drink that?
If you drink
I have
anything.
this one and I have the scorpion.
So how much is?
A scorpion? Oh, Lord, please.
The scorpion. I like this one because this one has a lot of smoky taste, more of smoky taste than the other one.
So we gotta get some prices.
How much is this one? Yeah.
This one took my money.
Jeez. Yeah, he's shorter.
I have short, but I know it's smoky.
It's like, I know you want one place. I'll have to get a picture. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that was like. Is he Indian? I was like, I don't need that.
You think you ain't going towards an interview?
I know, right? Right.
Where are they coming from? Oaxaca.
Okay.
They always. This is the old plants you can get from the mezcal.
Oh my God, those
See?
are beautiful plants.
See?
Oh my God.
You can see
How
the-
big? Is that like 5 feet?
More than that. You can. Now you're gonna see the whole plant. You can see how we cook it in the ground. See?
Oh, wow.
And how is they gonna? What is it? They feel like smoky.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. 'Cause it's
They burn it. Yeah. And there we do it with the donkey around the. That's why they have that kind of small pits.
Yeah, they walk
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. And this one, drink it like a donkey. And then this one, I don't throw in the garbage. We
Okay.
use it for make clothes, make bags,
Oh.
and everything. So the rest of the mezcal, the plants we keep to
The
make
fiber.
the fiber.
Oh.
Yes. You can see it's no machines. And this one, when they're gonna be in there with the distillation, it's gonna be here and this kind of parts.
Huh.
See? And I let you know that the spider, if you try to drink with orange with a little chili with salt,
Really?
really good.
All right, so orange with a little chili and salt.
Chili. You know Tajin?
Tajin? Yeah, okay, yeah. I
Get
had
Tajin
Okay.
with that kind of
Oh, I'm going to do that.
do it because it's how you can drink it, but this is
Oh.
tequila with lime.
Okay.
But no, drink it with that kind of. See all the storehouse, we put this one on the ground, and this it. It's no machine. It's the container just to put the mezcal.
Huh.
See? And you see here,
It's like making that rum.
Exactly.
They go around
Yeah,
and
round.
yeah.
and here is why when they go
It's
inside,
smoked.
they smoke. See? I thought I got the good stuff. Here is mostly like this kind of plants smaller to make the tequila. You can see all the agave, the blue agave.
That's beautiful.
See? If you got any chance, you like to visit this part,
Okay.
and this is for tequila.
Okay.
This is Jalisco. But the other part, Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
You can see here, this is the map. Durango, Zacatecas, Michoacán, Guerrero, Oaxaca. The Oaxaca is where you can make all the plants. Puebla, Guanajuato, and larger plants, we're talking about 47 plants you can get in Mexico. Yes.
That's awesome. That is really good. Thank you.
I do my best.
So, although I thoroughly enjoy tequila, I find that my heart really resides with mezcal. I just love the smoky flavor that you get from that spirit, that I believe I am well stocked for a little bit with a few ideas. Now, I want to share this with you. Can you find mezcal in the store? Of course you can. There are a number of brands that provide it. Personally, I prefer to get my spirits and my wine when I can from the home port, only because I have found that, you don't have some of the extras that they put in things, and you're getting also sometimes some specialties. So let me jump into what we came back home with. So let's start over here with this brand. And as far as I know, this brand is only found in Mexico, so there goes that. But it is 1903 is what it's called. And I brought home 2 different types of creme de mezcal, and then 1 straight up mezcal as well. Because I thought, who doesn't like a little cream of something? And typically when you do a cream of something, is not as strong, but it still has that little something there, but it is what it is. So we brought home from for us 1 that was the horchata, right? So we've got this one here, and I will say, if you happen to find any creme de mezcal, it's best served cold. Let me just go ahead and say that. Not that you couldn't serve this warm. I just found when I was tasting it, it was best served cold. So there you go. This one, this particular flavor is coffee, because who doesn't like a little coffee and mezcal in the morning? You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you want as your creamer. Not that you couldn't do any other creamer, but I'm just saying, right? So that is that. And then obviously I went with a regular everyday mezcal, and these are all like, this is 42% alcohol, whereas these two, this is running at 14, right? Because typically, again, your creams don't have a great amount, but 14 for some people is still quite a bit. So do not do anything lightly. But this is my average everyday mezcal to be served right here in this bottle from 1903. And I have to say, they had a plethora of flavors. So as you saw, we were just blown away by the gentleman who owned this other shop in Cozumel. And I can't thank him enough for sharing with me his knowledge of mezcal, the history of the agave plants, going through all of the information in regards to where you can find mezcal, where tequila is created, the whole 9 yards. When people have a passion for what they do, they willingly share it. And I am an open book. I am ears and all, like, teach me something. Because I want to know what I'm drinking. I want to have the history. Not everybody enjoys their spirits, their wine in that manner, but Gwendolyn does. It's what I want to know. Like, tell me something. So I say, of course, we didn't have to come back. We didn't have to come back with anything, but we did. Mr. Jack was also blown away, although Mr. Jack does not drink. He was blown away. So he was like, what do you want to do? I will tell you, the passion fruit. This passion fruit, which again is best served cold, is delicious. When I say delicious, I mean that. I mean it. And what's also cool about this guy is he was telling us he's creating these flavors on his own. So at the moment when we visited, no one else had this available. That again is the beauty of going to these smaller places that have a history in creating a particular product. They will sample some things. They will play with different ideas. They will create products that you may not be able to find in the United States or wherever you're from. So when he was telling me these are his personal ideas that until it becomes popular, you cannot get it anywhere else, I was like, sign me up. So let's start with the mezcal, which at this moment has a tarantula in it. Now, I don't know what the deal is with all of the animals and insects and things in tequilas and mezcal. I don't understand, right? When I think about the one that was huge, this huge bottle, and it had the snake inside, I don't know what's supposed to happen with that. Do I believe it impacts the flavor? I don't think so. The bottle that he had for the tasting had one inside as well. So I thought, I'm not tasting this tarantula, so I'm assuming it's not going to impact my insides. You know, gone are the day of dealing with the worm. Are there worms? Yes. But now they're doing snakes. We're doing tarantulas. We brought for my brother-in-law a scorpion. We're doing all the things now. All the things. Don't know exactly how it impacts it, but like I said, the tasting I had, it had the tarantula inside, and I thought, okay, well, we definitely want one of those. Could I have purchased one that didn't have it? I most certainly could have, but what's the fun in that? I will share that this particular mezcal was far more smokier than this one. Had far more smoke in it. I mean, it is delicious. So again, I say, when you're in, I love how it has it on the front. When you're in a city or a country, state, whatever, that is known for a particular liqueur, liquor, spirit, wine, all the things, it may be great to take home some of what you will not find in your big box everyday wine store or your grocery store or your local liquor store. It's good to go ahead and do that. Okay, so while we were at our tasting, our beautiful host told us about one of the simplest ways to enjoy mezcal is with a little Tajin, orange, and the mezcal. So we are going to quickly do this little drink. Very simple cocktail, if you will. So I've got my glass here. I'm going to take my citrus to line or wet my rim. And we'll take this little guy right here. All right, we're just going to get it a little wet here. I'm gonna probably use that one. Towel there. And we have a plate big enough for the rim of our glass. So you can get it really nicely coated. I'm gonna turn it around here as well. All right, nicely coated there. That's pretty. That's pretty. Look at that. Look how awesome that is. Quick and simple, right? Then we're just gonna pour ourselves a little bit of mezcal, because again, we got to pace ourselves. There you go. A little bit of mezcal then. Let me put that out of the way. And from there, I can of course take my little. I could take a fresh one. Let me take a fresh one. I'm gonna throw this one in there. And then we could, of course, pop it off there. And that's it. That's all we need for this recipe is a little mezcal, some Tajin, and an orange. Okay, an orange slice, but still. Now, because I now want to drink this, let me remove this. Well, I guess I could leave it there. Nah, I better take it off because I'm liable to hit myself in the face with it. All right. That smoke comes through. What I probably would do next time is actually squeeze that essence of the orange juice into it, but it still does the job. And if you're a fan of Tajin, then you're gonna love this. And keep in mind, you can pick up Tajin in your grocery store, so that's that. So now all I have to do is run to the liquor store or the wine store, pick up some mezcal, and your oranges, and you'll be good to go. So we had a chance to not only do a tequila tasting, we had the reposado, we had the añejo, but we also got a chance to do a tasting of some flavored mezcal, the regular mezcal, and then more importantly, we absolutely enjoyed our host, if you will, sharing us the history of mezcal and how it is produced. I don't think you can create those kinds of moments. So the good thing is we even have a quick recipe of how to enjoy our mezcal. And I know we talk about tequila a lot, but mezcal is something I highly suggest all of you take a chance to, explore and play with. So I hope that you have learned a great deal. If you ever get a chance to come out and hang out in Mexico, make sure you can get a chance to get down to Oaxaca and get into the blue agave and really get your history learning on, but also more importantly, take some time to test the tequila and the mezcal. Until then, we'll see you on the next Let's Wine a Little.